So now take us to where we are today, right? Take us through an average day in your life. What keeps you up?
So my average day is very weird. I've got a lot of time on my hands, and so I think if you look at how my journey has unfolded over the years, one of the things is finding my purpose. And
Okay.
so my purpose is unlock human potential.
Okay.
And the thing is, you can't unlock human potential if you're not unlocking your own potential. So I spend a lot of my day looking at my development in terms of mental, physical, and spiritual
Okay.
development. And a lot of the things I learned there and observing what happens around me in the communities across the country and even globally for that matter is then how do you scale that?
Okay.
You know, and what are some of the impediments that held me back? You know, and I think it's about how do we create these opportunities for people to reach their potential. And so there's two aspects. One is on an individual level, but
Okay.
then the next one is like at the system level. And the systems is where it becomes complicated because you can't control there's dependencies, interdependencies. But I think really for me, what I'm aspiring to do is how do I create more equitable and inclusive systems, you know, where people can reach their potential.
So I'm assuming that your entrepreneurial ventures then reflect that.
Oh yes, definitely.
So tell us a bit about those entrepreneurial ventures.
So I've got a couple of ventures, one in the education space and the other one in the fintech space. Right now the education one is a priority. So we're looking at how can we improve the quality of education outcomes.
Okay.
And so what we've done is we've focused on saying, well, you know, the beneficiaries are the learners. In South Africa, there's 12 million learners.
Okay.
How do we get those learners to reach their potential? We've got over 400,000 teachers in the system, spread across 30,000 schools. And so we're looking at how do we empower those teachers by giving them access to resources, by connecting them with teachers, by connecting them with organizations, so that they are empowered. You know, if I look at the pillars of what we're trying to do is the professional development of teachers, teacher support, which is more holistic, so it goes beyond the curriculum. We're looking at providing teachers with access to financial literacy,
Okay.
emotional intelligence in terms of, you know, being more resilient in the classroom, and then teacher appreciation. One thing that we do is we celebrate teachers, you know, so
You got to anchor whatever success. So celebration is important.
no doubt.
Yeah.
And we reinforce that twofold. One, we just do the general recognition, which is, you know, putting a teacher on a pedestal saying, you know, look at Sichaba, look at what he's doing. And then the other one is actual tangible rewards. We ran a proof of concept where we paid out 50,000 Rand to teachers over a 12-month period. So we're also looking at saying, you know, how do we support our teachers who are doing such a selfless task on an everyday basis, impacting. And so the idea is if we can impact those 400,000 teachers, that will have a ripple effect on those 12 million learners, and that
Okay.
will then be in line to the vision, which is how do we unlock those potentials.
And what's this project called?
Zibuza.net, Z-I-B-U-Z-A. It's taken from isiZulu, which means we ask, and
Okay.
it's all about developing intellectuals. You know, if you look at the current school system, it's all about like parrot fashion learning, but there's no real application of that beyond it. You know, so we go through this 12-year cycle. At the end of it, yes, we go to university, but there's something lacking. You know, it's still very much like a factory, a conveyor belt producing, you know, people that are capable, but not really applying that knowledge to take us forward.
I'm with you.
So yeah, the community is about that.
So Zibuza.net. So we'll make sure that we include a link to that so that people can also go
Sure.
and check out more about that. And then just briefly, what other projects do you have?
So, like I said, I've got a lot of time on my hands, and I take a lot of my personal experiences into my projects in terms of, you know, where I felt things were maybe unjust or could have been done more efficiently. So my Digivault is quite interesting. I had a friend pass away on Facebook,
Okay.
and it freaked me out, and I was kind of like, you know, what do I do in the event of my own death? And so I looked at, you know, how information and technology or digital plays such a crucial place in our lives, and I was looking and saying, you know what, in the next 20, 50 years, we're gonna have one massive digital graveyard,
Okay.
you know, and nobody's managing that. So
Okay.
my Digivault started off as looking at managing those digital assets, so you can specify what should happen to your online properties in the event of your passing.
Okay.
But what I realized also is that a lot of people don't like facing demoralities.
Yeah, it's a very
So
difficult
every time I
conversation.
pitch this at competitions, people would be like, you know, the whole room would go quiet, you know, the sound. I got a call one day from my financial planner, essentially, he tried to sell me something. I was like, the light bulb went on immediately. I was like, wow, you could link this into finance. And so that's how the idea initially evolved. And so right now we are talking to banks in terms of how do we reduce their customer acquisition cost by better profiling their customers with information. How do we improve customer experience? So you're not getting a call from your financial planner, but your financial planner understands based on those triggers in life when to contact you. And
Okay.
you know, when they call you, they know exactly what it's for because you've asked them to contact you. And there's other players in the cycle as well. When you're looking at platform players, you know, there's a lot of different stakeholders. So when we look at estate planners, you know, right now if you pass away, the complexity that goes into it, best case you're looking at 6 months before your estate is wrapped up.
Sure.
And so it's a burden to your loved ones. So what we're trying to do is we're trying to streamline that whole process, whereas your beneficiaries, your loved ones, will have access to what they need to. I mean, they don't have to worry about, you know, handling your affairs in the event of your passing. Financial planners as well, they spend a ton of time profiling people, so we're looking at how can we save them time as well. And also, again, keeping them honest, you know. Financial planners have a bad reputation out there in the market, and so, you know, we're creating a mechanism socially in which we can keep those financial planners honest.
Nice. Thank you, man.
Cool.
Cool.